CSS 2016 Part 1. In conversation with Quratul Ain Zafar, second in Pakistan, CSS 2016. We are going to have this conversation in the patterns of question and answer. I'll share these questions with you, and then I'll also provide the answers in this article. But before that, I also want to share with you the DMS, detailed mark sheet of Ms. Quratul Ain, who had stood second in Pakistan for the examination of CSS 2016. Ms. Quratul Ain Zafar had scored essay, marks 50 out of 100. English essay, marks 50 out of 100. English Prescient composition, marks 58 out of 100. General knowledge and ability, marks 68. Marks 68 out of 100. GK 2, General Knowledge 2, Current Affairs, marks 56 out of 100. GK 3, Pakistan Affairs, marks 63 out of 100. Islamiyat, marks 67 out of 100. And for her optional subjects, she has scored in the subject of international relations 126 out of 200. In my days, when I did CSS in year 1994, international relations stood for 100 marks, but now it is international relations for 200 marks. So she scored 126 marks out of 200 in international relations. And for her subject of public administration, she scored 59 out of 100. And for history of USA, she scored 64 out of 100. And for the subject of Muslim law and jurisprudence, she scored 69 marks out of 100. And for the subject of sociology, scored marks 60 out of 100. So she had one subject of 200 marks and the other four subjects of 100 marks each. And she had a total of marks 740 out of 1200, with her viva voce qualifying for 225, and the marks of 225 are out of 300, and her grand total for the written examination was that of 740 out of 1200 for CSS. And then the viva voce, along with medical test and psychological test, do speak for marks 225 out of 300, and her grand total was 965. And this is the amazing performance that she has shown, and she had stood second in her examination. And we can also talk about the rapid fire. This is where she came along with certain answers. Her inspirations are her parents, and talk about her attempts. It was her first attempt in CSS examination. Talk about her qualification. She had done bachelor's in computer engineering. Talk about her schooling medium. It was English language. Talk about her alma mater, the institution where she studied. It was UET Lahore, University of Engineering and Technology Lahore. And her work experience, that she worked as a software engineer in Confiz Limited. And her sources were the recommended readings for FPSC syllabus, Herald, Dawn, Foreign Affairs, and CFR. Her group's preference was PAS. And why PAS? Ability to affect positive change at the macro level. Her hobbies were reading, baking, debates, dramatics, and tech blogging. Her favorite book was Orientalism by Edward Salt. And any CSP from her family: her uncle was a CSP officer, her aunt was a CSP officer. And what is the secret of her success? She says her parents' prayers had been the secret of her success. and she's a very humble person. I'll tell you more about the person of Ms. Kuratulan in the question answers that follow in the next video.